How's it going out there? This is Feed Your Mind. And so this is how you know when somebody's lying to you or trying to cover something up. So I came across this clip from Full House where one of the kids had drove a vehicle through the kitchen wall. So she spent the whole rest of the episode trying to keep people out of the kitchen. It's like, don't go in there, you know? It's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go in the kitchen right now. It's like you can clearly tell that this kid didn't want the owner of the house to look into the kitchen. They're saying, don't look in the kitchen. So if you're the owner of this house and your kid is telling you not to look in the kitchen and spending a lot of effort, and you just got home and they're doing everything they can to avoid you walking into the kitchen, at what point do you start suspecting something's off? So the general public right now is allowing mainstream platforms to do this. They're basically saying, no, don't look here. Don't look here. They'll remove things so that you won't be able to find it. And they're going through a lot to make sure you don't hear certain information in several areas. Like, there's a lot going on where they're applying this technique. So at what point does the general public, you would think that people can't be that, I don't even want to insult them, but it's like, it's almost at the point now where you almost have to use, like, what words do you use to describe these people now? It's like, so when someone's trying to tell you, like, this is your house, and someone's spending all this time trying to get you not to look at something, and so at what point does the general public say, hey, we're not condoning that type of behavior? Since when is transparency not something that we demand as a general public? Like, transparency is very important. So yeah, so what do they have to hide to where they have to say don't look here, and where they have to remove content and hide stuff and try to make it so you can't find it? At what point do you say, hey, let me take a look at what you're trying to hide from me. I have to see this for myself, and then I'll decide. I'll take it from there. So that's how you can tell when somebody's hiding something, or it could be worse than hiding something. They could be straight all out lying to you. Like, they're trying to cover something up when they use this behavior. It's not honest behavior to hide stuff and to allow, so in Britain, the BBC network has now said, they're going against this whole thing. They're saying they want to start interviewing flat earthers and stuff now. Like, we'll see, talk is cheap, but they're claiming that they recognize that behavior can create more distrust from mainstream sources. Like, that behavior of, hiding stuff and going through those, filters and blacklisting and all that behavior can lead to public distrust. So they claim, the beep. I'll leave a link for you in the comment section and the description box so you can check it out, where BBC is the news media company out of Britain. They're basically saying they're gonna start interviewing flat earthers. I mean, they use flat earth like as an example, but there's plenty of examples right now that you should be aware of, like where this behavior has been popping up. There's a lot of subjects that um, people can't really get into anymore because of this type of behavior. And it's like, what do you have to hide? The truth should always stand on its own. Like, it doesn't need help or assistance. The truth is the truth. Like, if something is on the up and up, you don't have to hide it. Like, if that kitchen that was had the car ran through in the Full House episode, I'll leave a link. I'll try to leave a link for that as well, so you can see a clip of that, and because it's pretty you once you see that clip, you can kind of put all this together where it's like, okay, so if nothing was wrong with that kitchen, you don't really have the resistance. It's like you don't have any resistance. You just walk in there. Now, if there was a car in the kitchen, if somebody did run a car through the kitchen and they're going, and then you walk in from work or wherever, and then they sit you down and say, like, look, before you go into that kitchen, I have to tell you something. Look, something happened. There's a car in the kitchen. It's like, or however you want to break it to them, but that's honest. Or you can just let them walk into the kitchen on their own and see it themselves. Either way, I mean, that's honesty and transparency. You don't stop them or prevent them from walking in the kitchen, even if you don't want to sit there and come clean. That's a form of honesty and transparency. And then or like I said, or you can tell them and be honest with them, the owner of the house. So they walk in there, they see the car in the kitchen, a big mess, and they can take it from there. So with what they're hiding, it's like, okay, so you don't, the one thing we see is that you probably don't exhibit that behavior of trying to prevent them from going in the kitchen if there's nothing to hide. That's what we can take from this, is that resistance. When you come home, it's like a normal day, and you come home from work, and nobody's trying to stop you from going in the kitchen or anything, and then that's like, there's nothing to hide. It's like nobody's trying to stop you. You go in there, everything's normal. There's no car in the kitchen or anything. It's just a normal kitchen. It's like you would expect that because there's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. Nobody was trying to stop you. So, with that behavior that we've been seeing, on the subject of the earth and a lot of other subjects that are happening right now, with those subjects where everyone's trying to keep you from just having an honest dialogue, and it's time to look into the information and look into all the stuff that they didn't want you to see. And that's how you know when someone's lying to you. Is just when something's up. You should know something's up as a general public when you see that type of behavior, though. When you see them trying to hide something from you, it's like, I expect the general public to be a lot smarter than they've been. It looks like out in the UK, actually, they're on them, like, with everything. There's a lot of information that you can find on other offsites. Like, you have to go to other platforms to see, but there's a lot of action going on around the world on a lot of subjects that we can't even discuss. So there's it looks like they're taking this legal out in Britain right now, and I can't even get into all the details. I might get into this on my Feed Your Mind 3 channel, but and share some more information about what I can't get into right here I'll feed your mind too. But yeah, there's there's some things going on. So yeah, we just gotta when people in charge are exhibiting a behavior like it looks like they're guilty, and they should embrace transparency and allow discussion, open topics, open discussion. Let the truth fall where it may, or not fall. I don't like the word fall, but let the truth stand where it may. Wherever it ends up, wherever the truth ends up, it doesn't need help. The truth shouldn't need any help. So, yeah. So thanks for tuning in. If you would like to support this channel, you can leave as little as $1 on my Patreon page to help keep me online. Plus, you're going to help me get back to my documentary style videos with your support. Also, I'll leave links to my other channels and my social media. This has been Feed Your Mind. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Signing off.